you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. What is happening, everyone, and welcome back to another lovely day. I hope you're having a great one out there. What are we doing today? We're listening to Pretty in Pink. I guess I should have put on my pink shirt, but I did not prepare ahead of time. Why is someone also deciding to mow the lawn when I'm recording? Can't tell you. Anyways, Psychedelic first. Moving on to the next track on Talk, and a little bit extra talk. Let's go ahead and do so. We'll talk about it after. Pretty in Pink. Get into the drink. Drain it with the sink. Wear a little mink coat. Drones this course. It's just droning. Soft synth solo. Softies.
Sometimes she says I love you and too much. She doesn't have anything you want to steal. Well, nothing you can touch. She waits. She buttons your shirt. The traffic is waiting outside. She hands you this coat. She gives you her clothes. These cards collide. Pretty in
trying to read what he's saying. Okay, so Pretty in Pink is definitely more of a mainstream turn from Dumbwaiters, which I love that weird saxophone-y sound that's in there. And this one takes things a little bit more straightforward. That's okay because there's still quality in there. I still really enjoy Butler's vocals here, and especially the way that he kind of drones the chorus. Like, pretty in pink. He's just like, he just drones it. Like, he doesn't put any color in his voice during that part. He just kind of just lets it go and lets it ride. And I think that works with the lyrics, I think. Because it's like there's something amiss in the lyrics. We'll look into it a little bit here. I like the little soft keys that are being played, the synth solo, which is so light and so, like, soft is really the best way I can think of it. It's just a soft solo back there. The rhythm is fun, very typical 80s. I don't think that there's anything musically that really pops or stands out, if I'm being honest, as opposed to the previous track. But I do think that this one sounds good nonetheless, and does kind of sound, I guess, typical 80s, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe the way I'm saying it sounds like a bad thing, but I don't mean it to come across that way. But let's dive into the lyrics, because I think there's something to dive into here. Carolyn laughs and it's raining all day. She loves to be one of the girls. She lives in the place in the side of our lives where nothing is ever put straight. I like that line there. She lives in the place in the side of our lives where nothing is ever put straight. So she's a part of our lives, sure, but she's not on the quote-unquote right side of our lives, like the side of our lives where we're like all happy and put together and everything. No, she's on the other side. She turns herself around and she smiles and she says, "This is it, that's the end of the joke." She loses herself in her dreaming and sleep, and her lovers walk through in their coats. She's pretty in pink, isn't she? All of her lovers all talk of her notes and the flowers that they never sent. And wasn't she easy? Isn't she pretty in pink? I think she's being taken advantage of by people. The one who insists he was first in line is the last to remember her name. Yeah, for sure. He's walking around in this dress that she wore. She is gone, but the joke's the same. So are they now making fun of her? Okay. Because he says she lives in the place on the side of our lives where nothing is ever put straight. I feel like she may... Okay, here's what I'm getting. Could be wrong. I think she's definitely being taken advantage of, and only being taken advantage of for her body. No one's interested in her name. It says, the last to remember her name, in anything about her. They're only with her because she's easy. But, like, she's looking for acceptance. Like, this is a very twisted kind of... I don't even want to say relationship. It's just the situation. Carolyn talks to you softly sometimes. She says, "I love you," and too much. She doesn't have anything you want to steal. Well, nothing you can touch. She waves. She buttons your shirt. The traffic is waiting outside. She hands you this coat. She gives you her clothes. These cars collide. All right. I really think that she's really being taken advantage. And people are promising her things. She says, "I love you," but she probably never gets it in return. The too much, I think that is such... Okay, let's take a quick detour. You can say so much in so little. She says, "I love you," and too much. Use your imagination with what we just talked about. And I think that you can just say so much with just such few words. She doesn't have anything you want to steal, so she's obviously not of means. Well, nothing you can touch. Well, pretty in pink, isn't she? Carolyn laughs and it's raining all day. She loves to be one of the girls. She lives in the place in the side of our lives where nothing is ever put straight. She turns herself around. She jokes, smiles. This is it. That's the end of the joke. Loses herself in dreaming and sleep, and her lovers walk through the coats. Okay, read that before. All right. Carolyn's on the table screaming, "Confidence is in the sea," and all their favorite rags are worn and other kinds of uniform. They kid you, you're really free, and you know what you want to be, the case of individuality. Until tomorrow and everything you are, you'll see. In pure shiny buttons, they put you in this gear. And driveways broken, doorbell chimes, or sings and chimes, it plays anything goes, bells toll in rhyme. I'm trying not to click on any annotations. We'll look at the Wikipedia article here. They put you in this gear. Driveways broken. Doorbell sings chime. Plays anything goes. I'm not. Did she kill herself? At the end. The bells tolling. They put you in this gear. Maybe your funeral clothes. She's on the table screaming. And the table was kicked out from her beneath her. Maybe. Let's look at the Wikipedia article. I feel like I'm in the circle. I'm in the Venn diagram. Butler said Pretty in Pink is about two women he knew while living in Muswell Hill in North London. One was a friend of his ex-girlfriend, and the other went to a pub he frequented. However, the Caroline mentioned in the lyrics is a made-up name, and the girls are not high school age, despite the film that was named after it causing people to think so. The song is about a girl who sleeps around a lot and thinks she's popular because of it. It makes her feel empowered somehow and popular, and in fact, the people that she's sleeping with are laughing about her behind her back and talking about it, said Butler. I'm in the Venn diagram. So I was kind of right to an extent. I don't know anything about the ending, but perhaps. Says it peaked at number 43 on the UK singles chart in July '81. Bill Janovitz credited Steve Lillywhite for finding the ideal sound for the band, calling it the definitive take of the song. Great track. The music. And here, once again, you get that contrast between the lyrics and the music. And as a song, the music, like I said, it's good. It's fine. But the lyrics take it to a completely different echelon. Is that how you say that word? Echelon? Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments down below. Thank you, as always, for being here, for clicking on the video. Hope that you come back tomorrow. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you all later.